trading. I got a lot of information here on the channel. You're more than welcome to take a look at it here. Live threshold, how far the bar pulled back before resuming the price action trend. You just need to be able to count to 10. The price action method, I use the majority principle, which states that the minority is compelled to follow that chart scale. You can use your hard right edge, so you do not have to look left in order to know where the market will turn cyclical. So this is what I think as far as where the market can potentially head going into tomorrow as well as Monday. Hopefully they will not close beneath that 28,994. They should reach up as far as that 29,750. Whether or not they'll close outside of that, I'm gonna be honest, I doubt it. All right, so this high should be able to be broken. It should, but they're coming into the zone. Now, once they come into the zone, it's really how they build themselves back up to give another run at that the 29,750. Maybe we can get there on Monday. I know they're going to come up. I mean, they may gap up to 29,750. I don't know, but I definitely can tell you there's a good chance they're going to reach back here into that 28,994. All right, so they're going to come back into that zone, and so let's see if Monday. Let's see if Monday that they can close outside of here. Your close will be for Monday. We're talking Monday. I don't know if they'll be able to do this much when they come up. But Monday, you're going to be looking at the close, the end of day close. This price level here, or beneath that 28,994 on Monday. All right, so I'm going to tell you that now. It's a little room here to move a little bit. It's a little bit of room. I suspect that they'll get above here. It may not be right away. If they gap down, I'm telling you, they're coming here. But they may again if they can bring it right back up. That's the key. When they get here and they can bring it right back up, it's depending on how they perform once they get up in here, whether or not they get there. I hope that they can go ahead and break this first before dropping back. All right, so if you're new to the channel, again, I got a lot of information for you. What's making for the bar color, you can definitely look around, but I'll go over it really quickly here. You want to get the bars mid, that live candle that's moving, so the candle that's going up and down, you just want that mid to exceed that prior candle to go up, and you just want that mid to exceed the prior bar's low to go down. All right, that's all you're looking for. The bar should turn, well, with this indicator I coded here, it should be green or red, and that should help you kind of stay in the trade, because whenever that's not happening, so if the mid is falling into the prior bar, because everyone wants to know when the market is chopping, if your mid is falling into the prior bar, you're dealing with this overlap. That's all you're dealing with. That can they move without this? Yeah, they could, but I just want to let you know it's a bit safer once you see that. All right, I've been doing it for a long time, and that's the color that you're seeing on every chart. And so the next thing that you will look for, because we're doing majority, that's all we look for. We look for a big wick, smaller wick. Now it's best if you can get both scenarios together. If you can't find these two, the very next thing I want you to look for is this. Can you get a small body with a bigger body with that mid fitting in there twice? All right, so I'm sorry, not the mid, but the body itself fitting in there twice. All right, so those are the three ways that majority will show up on your chart. You're getting the mid to exceed, I'm sorry, that's it's white. You're getting the mid to exceed the bar's high. Okay, if you're wanting to go long, you're getting the mid to exceed the bar's low. If you're wanting to go short, that's what's making for the red bar color. You don't have to wait until this bar closes. If you see it happening in real time, falls beneath that low, just go ahead and go with them. You get your wicks. Okay, so you want a big wick, little wick effect. You want to kind of put it all together. You have it all right here. You have it all right here. So this scenario right here, this is a 1 minute chart. You can look up here, 1 minute chart, 5 minute, 15 minute, and a 60 minute. All right, so big wick, little wick, body can fit in there twice. The mid exceeded the high. All right, so the mid exceeded the high. The bar turns green. What should you expect? I'm going to tell you this while we're on here. It's white. Let me change this for you really quickly here. Let's just go in here and default this. Let's just save it. Let's default that. All right, so that way we don't have to keep dealing with that. You would go for that much. All right, so you just stay in it until it gets there, and it should be able to give you that target. May again do a lot of cyclical back and forth, but inevitably they should get there. All right, so that's what you're looking for. All three of those things. All right, don't have anything on the chart but the majority. I just wanted to show you that scenario. I got a couple other technicals I can add on here to make it a little easier, but right out the gate, that should be enough. All right, and again, you want to pay attention to these prices on Monday. 28,994 if they try to close below, or 29,750. See, can they close above that? Just see if they can close above that on Monday. All right, on Monday. And I'll double back and see what we can get accomplished going into Tuesday. All right, wish you all the best with your trading. Take care.